What makes a man? This project is implemented by CHESV in Philippi, Cape Town, and is funded by ZEGNA. The project targets boys and men living in Philippi and surrounding areas. The aim of the project is to build good role models for the boy child by enhancing a responsive and responsible masculinity concept. This is a one-year pilot project that started in January, ending in December 2020.
My name is Sonabeli Ndiga. My role as a peer educator, I'm going with all the high schools, busy having dialogues with these young boys. My experience working on the project has been very good. The reason that I'm saying that it is because it is challenging me the way that I'm thinking, also challenging the boys the way that they are thinking, and also challenging even their parents, because in some dialogues we're inviting their parents to become part of the dialogues. And also indlela abayithatha ngayo iyancumisa kakhulu, because indlela abakhupha ngayo impendulo nendlela abayiprojecta ngayo gender-based violence inika umdla kakhulu. Because we're planning to have some camps on our program. It is just because of the COVID-19, but even the schools, the way that they are getting the message from us, it is very well. We are working very well with them, and even the boys, that they were even troublemakers at school, we have recruited them on the project.
Into esifuna thina sisonke sisizwe into kubana sikhalimele umkhuba wokuhlukumezwa kwabantu abangomama.
I think the community has received the program, the project very positively, because we're working with diverse organizations, we're working with ward councillors, we're working with ward committees, we're working with street committees, and we're working with other organizations as well. In that I can include Department of Social Development, we're working with the police, we're working also with taverns or shebeens. That's exactly where we get to work with men.
Amava ngoba inxalenye yezinkqubo manintsi kakhulu, ndifundile indlela yokuziphatha kwamadoda nangazinto zonke into ezininzi esithi sizifundiswa.
My name is Luvuyo Zahela, and the program manager for CHESV Foundation, and therefore the project itself is part of e-services CHESV, and it's the name of the project is What It Means to Be a Man. So it's one of the projects that we have conceptualized in response to the surge or the increasing number of incidents pertaining to GBV, femicide, and violence against women and children in general. So that comes from that point of view where we say we can't be, as an organization, be silent when it comes to issues of gender-based violence. My experience of working the project has been phenomenal in a sense that we've mobilized stakeholders to deal together to attend to the issues of GBV, but also mobilize the community in different ways, where we have community meetings, we have dialogues, we have workshops in schools, we have workshops in communities, we organize marches, demonstrations, and other different forms of e-gatherings that are meant to get men to be involved in driving the agenda of GBV and fight against GBV, because unless we bring men involved, get men involved in the fight against GBV, we won't win the fight. We need men to be part of the force that is fighting against GBV.
Bawethu semazulwini. Phambi kuba ndilale bendicela uthetha nawe njengoba kusezinzulwini. Ndifuna uthetha nawe ngale nto yobulawa kwabantu besifazana ngabantu ababathandayo. Kuba abanye babulawa bengezanga nto. Aba bantu ababathembileyo bajike babazizilwanyana. Kuba abantu ekufuze babaya bakhusela bajike babachaphaza. Ndithandaza kuwe Mthetheleli, ndinethemba lokuba ngaba uzayiphendula le ndaba.
Safer communities for women. We commit to build a safer future for our children. We also commit to be part of the solution and to be the change and the voice of reason in our communities. On behalf of all men and all young men and boys we hand over this memorandum to you, Brigadier, as our sign of commitment and pledge. We also pledge to pray for you and the whole station, the whole members of SAPS deployed in this police station.
What it means to be a man. The answer is to be a man, and a real man is not to abuse women and children and everyone that is on earth. In fact, in addition to that, even the animals do not deserve to be abused by men. How much more us as human beings? And how can we see, how can we show that manhood? We should not really allow anyone, including the police, the fathers, the brothers, to show and test their manhood by abusing those that are vulnerable, such as women and children.
We appreciate the efforts you are making, Brigadier, and your team, and everyone involved. This station has never been flooded with stakeholders until your leadership came into being. Kodwa ke ikhona imbongi efuna ukujula nje.
Andilizwi labangasekhoyo ndisisikalo sabafazi ndingubani xa ndilele bandivelela xa ndisondela bayibhekela aphantsi igcwele igazi emzimbeni ngamanxa abonakalayo intlungu evakalayo na anjengosana lo mthonyama ndizamile ukujongisisa akuzo sithokotoko sobumnyama kodwa emveni kwabo kumbhalo obhalwe ngegazi lawo ngamangcoba abo.
Sisuke eFilipi singamadoda sisiza apha salenza lude ngamabomu apha ukuze sihambe manyathelweni omama abahlukunyezwayo. So ndiziva kamnandi kakhulu nangempumelelo yomsebenzi namhlanje ubonakala inani lamadoda emaninzi ukuzothatha inxaxheba. Ndiziva kakuhle kakhulu.
'n man is veronderstel om op te staan vir 'n vrou.
We have a right to protect and defend. Always we have a right to Always we have a right to keep your family safe.
When we assisted or mobilized a march to support religious leaders in Philippi, to go to Nyanga Seps to say, what is the role of religious leaders? It cannot be just about Sunday to Sunday, every Sunday, but during the week, religious leaders are not involved with what is happening in their space in society. They should be a shoulder to cry on or provide moral and counseling support to victims of GBV and violence against women and children in general. And that we've seen that over time they've abdicated or they've left that responsibility unattended, and now bringing them back into that space where they take that responsibility because they command or they have congregants who are coming before them every day, and they need to take that opportunity to educate the community about GBV incidents and how to prevent domestic violence, gender-based violence, and violence against women and children.
Besithi singabayelo sisebenziseni xa ninengxaki enihlangabezana nazo bonakalani nibekrweca kwiindawo abahlala kuzo baza nidibanisa namancedo eniwadingayo. Brigadier kuyasetyenzwa i-satellite le police station eFilipi. Captain Dulungane was in my office yesterday ese i-victim phayana ngoku kubuildeka ukusebenzisana phakathi kwe-organizations abahlali namapolisa.
The project, What It Means to Be a Man, is funded by Zenya, and I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate and thank them for their support and putting in resources to enable us to deliver this project, which is so much needed in our communities, and it has been embraced and received by the community at large. The community of Philippi has been plagued and affected by many incidents of gender-based violence and violence against women in general. So this funding has enabled us to be able to deliver these much needed services, engage the communities in dialogue, raise awareness, do mass mobilization of the community in as far as them getting involved in the fight against gender-based violence. So we say to Xenia, keep it up, and let's hope for more future engagements and opportunities to deliver similar projects in the future, especially when it comes to defining the
ababathembileyo bajike babazi izilwanyana kuba abantu ekufuze babaya bakhusela bajike babachaphaza. Ndithandaza kuwe Mthetheleli, ndinethemba lokuba ngaba uzayiphendula le ndaba. Qho sibona umuntu obulawayo kumaphephandaba.